Hello everyone, in this video we're going to explain two Python programs developed in Tuning based on Chapter 8, High-Pass Filters and Feature Detection, from the book Raspberry Pi Computer Vision Programming. This chapter focuses on images processing techniques that help detect important visual information such as edges, lines, and corners. In computer vision, these elements are very important because they allow us to identify object boundaries and relevant structures inside an image. For this work, we create two programs. The first one is focused on high-pass filters, especially Laplacian, Sobel, and Scar. The second one is focused on feature detection using canny, edge detection, huge, line transform, and Harris corner detection.
The first program was designed to demonstrate the operation of high-pass filters. These filters are used to highlight abrupt changes in intensity, which usually correspond to edge in the image. In the code, the first step was to load the image in grayscale. This is important because the filters work directly on intensity values. After loading the image, we apply the Laplacian filter, which detects changes in multiple directions. Then we applied Sobel in the x direction and Sobel in the y direction. So we could observe how each derivative responds to vertical and horizontal edges. Finally, we applied the star operator, which is similar to Sobel but more sensitive in some cases. After that, the outputs were converted into absolute values for better visualization, and then the images were displayed using Matplotlib. The prompt shows the original image, Laplacian, Sobel X, Sobel Y, Sobel combined, and star combined. In the results, we can clearly see that each filter highlights different aspects of the image. The Laplacian result emphasizes many intensity changes across the whole sense, so it makes both objects, contours, and background texture visible. The Sobel image highlights mainly vertical edges, for example, around the bodies of the characters and the tree trunks. On the other hand, Sobel Y emphasizes horizontal edges, which can be observed in some clothing areas and background details. When both Sobel directions are combined, the result becomes more complete because it includes edge information from both axes. The star combined result also highlights the structure of the image, but it looks stronger and nicer, especially in textured areas like the grass and the trees. The first program shows the high-pass filters are very useful for emphasizing edges, but it also shows that some filters can be more sensitive to texture and noise than others.
The second program was created to demonstrate feature detection techniques. In this case, we used three important methods: canny edge detection, hog line transform, and Harris corner detection. First, the original image was loaded in color and converted to grayscale. Then the canny algorithm was applied to detect the most significant edges in the image. This produced a binary edge map that simplified the image into strong contours. Next, the edge image was used as input for the probabilistic Hawk transform. This method tries to detect straight lines based on the edge information. If a line is found, it is drawn in red on the original image. Finally, Harris corner detection was applied. For this step, the grayscale image was converted to flow32 format, because this function requires that type of input. After calculating the corner response, the strongest corner points were marked in green on the original image. At the end, the code displays four images: the original image, the canny edge result, the hog line detection, and the Harris corner detection. In the results, the canny output shows the main contour of the characters and several important structures in the background. This means the algorithm was able to identify strong intensity transitions and represent them as edges. In the whole line result, we can see many red lines drawn across the image. Some of them correspond to meaningful structures, but many others do not represent real straight objects. This happened because the image contains many edges and textures, so the algorithm detected too many possible lines. For Harris corner detection, the result shows many green points distributed over the image. Some of them are located in important regions, such as object boundaries and strong transitions, but many others appear in texture areas like vegetation and clothing details. So the second program successfully demonstrates feature detection, but it also shows that these methods depend a lot on parameters adjustment. If the thresholds are not carefully selected, the algorithms can generate many extra detections.